7 meals a week after. Down from get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. See me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top when the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throwed and blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own the season. Say one thing, just give me a reason. Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no loss. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm litty. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. Know you sad about it.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part Italian. Blame that on Gino. Snowflake the medallion. The skin on cappuccino. I don't kiss and tell. Keep your distance from myself. Fettuccine with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish he's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
That's why I treat my men good, but not too good. I give them too much, then they don't need me. I give them just
yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With his rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Ready. 51, Mike, 51. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Let's go.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
Six yards on that last play. Here's second and 4.
218, jump.
Lock to throw on second down. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. Oh, it's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go, set. 18, Gator. You're out.
We ain't beginning to turn you up. Don't get nervous.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Save. Check. Leo. Back.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's second and 11.
Give me that ball.
Hey, lock it. Now.
Second and 11. Open man is Hill. He's got it. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Ready, break.
Mike 51.
Man, I got you. Check. Crunch. 61. Matchbox lights.
Alert 3.
Hey, wahoo.
To throw on third down. Barber going right side here, and that's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Ready.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Two-jet bombers. Check 43.
Check nickel.
Check, 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 check. Check 99, check 99. Slam, slam. Rush in, rush in.
Hey, 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 hey. Shoot.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Go.
Shift, shift. Watch edge, watch edge.
Go on, go on. Look at me. Go on, go on. Hey, Delta. Right. Let's go.
Looking to throw on second down. Barber dancing to his left. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 31-yard line. Well, that didn't take very long. You mentioned you have to keep him under wraps. Avoid the big play is what you said, and here he makes one in the first quarter.
Yeah, you can't let this become a habit. Otherwise, you know what'll happen? They'll flat out take over this game.
Check 13, check 13.
Hard, hard.
51 the mic, boy, 51. You.
Get it.
And to give this time to the tailback. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Deuce. 25, check 25.
There.
Joker. Check 9. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Kill.
He's got. Look, squeeze.
He's coming, double up.
Coming. Hit it.
On third down, Barber. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And it's complete. They're going to get the first. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Hey, Alpha.
From the 25 on second down. Lock. And a quick throw here. That's complete.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now this time Locke will throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 43. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Come on, set. 30 base. Hey, exit.
Hey. High five. Got the run. Fire the right. Ready? High five. Push him back.
Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, seam 6. Shoot.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Frank Clark fighting his way home to get the sack. The Broncos send out their punter now. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Check. Lucky. Check 24. Check.
Rocket.
Check the backer. Check.
General West.
Check. Shoot. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Bang.
Let's go.
On first down, Barber eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 89 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. That's complete to John Ross. Denver has the first down. The play going for 15 yards.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Hey, high 7.
Locke now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
You know, a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Out, 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 out. Shift. Watch the shift. Jim, 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 Jim. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
You draw quarters.
Mike 51, Mike 51. 3 buds, 3 buds. Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no.
80 weapon.
Check 24, check 24. Check 52. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. We got double up, double up.
Five.
And again this time to the tailback. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
It's a gain of a yard.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Get him, boy. Get him, boy.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
SOS, 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 SOS. Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Leo, Leo. Hey, lock it.
Kill, kill. Kill, kill.
Snap.
Now they try the right side here. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not pump the ball again.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go. Kill. Tight dog. Chance. Quick dance. Come.
Protein spill.
Wide. Get wide.
And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Switch.
X3. 218. Chopper. Hey, Echo. Cut. Get it.
From the gun, Barber is going to find his running back. It's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Ready. 18 Gator.
Let's go, D.
Yep.
Go, Mike 51.
Yes.
Hey, let's go.
Go.
Mike 51.
Hey, Zoo.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
Big grip.
Throwing on first down. Barber flushed out right. And it'll be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Nice touchdown, baby. Keep working.
So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he was kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First down team at their own 17-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies
ready.
To throw on second down. Barber being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Von Miller doing what he does best with a sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field.
22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
Check hot route. Hot, hot.
Go.
Check. Fresno.
Go.
To throw on third down. Barber. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's fourth down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down.
Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. You go tank. You got tank. You got.
Look at me. Go. Clear.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on fourth down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
Here we go.
At their own 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
At the Chiefs' 30-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now Locke throwing on second down. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
And 5 yards to go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A very solid gain of 27. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38.
6-6, pull it high, smooth, now. Check. And shoot.
Looking to throw. Barber. Now get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. A gain of 6 there on 1st. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Look, squeeze. Go.
Check 50.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 5.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3 down. Check. Crunch. Hey, alert 3. Check.
Rock it.
Nickel.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, wahoo.
And that'll set him back 5. Delay of game penalty ships him back 5 yards, makes it 3rd and 10.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Man out. Check.
Hey, Sam off.
Slam.
But I
Rush in.
You're out.
Check.
Go. Get it.
Operating from the gun. Barber flush to his right. He is going to find Hill here. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a 1st down with a nice throw.
He's checking. Crash.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Deuce.
Yo, Jackrabbit, Lee Griffin.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the night, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken near the 13. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A good run on first down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 34-yard line.
Ready.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Another run by Lindsey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Phillip Lindsay, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Barber. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller able to record his 5th sack of the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Kill. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Check 24.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken around the 12. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
On the ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a 1st down. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Here's Lindsey. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
The last two plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. Now Locke. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 41. Here's Locke to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 41-yard line.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
We got three, fellas. We got three. Get it.
They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On 3rd down, Locke. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off around the 27, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and forever.
Watch the whip. Check.
Hey, lock it.
Out. Shift. Watch the shift.
Let go.
From the gun, Barber. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. On 4th down, Barber buying time to his left. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Hey, nice 2nd. Step.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. They'll go again with Lindsey. And now nothing but green ahead of him. Past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic, a lot of fun to watch.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
30 base.
So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Hey, Echo. Get it.
To throw again, Barber. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back.
On the bubble.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
That tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Broncos, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL